Isn't it beautiful? Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Shamir Shah Project. This is from the series Thoughts from the Van, and as you can see, I am in the van. I once again am on a journey on a glorious day. It's absolutely beautiful out, the sun's shining. It's meant to peak at about 28-29 degrees Celsius today, so I grabbed the opportunity and said, right, I'm going to go out and do some work. Once again, I'd just like to remind you that I have 100% attention on the road and myself driving. 100% attention. I'm not fiddling about with any of my camera gear. I have a little remote that is strapped to my steering wheel, which controls my camera. So all I have to do is press start and stop. But I like to record little stories from the van just because it gives me a little space and time to think as I'm making quite a lengthy journey. And sometimes, instead of listening to music or just staring out the window, it's nice to bring on other thoughts which I'd like to share with you. So here's a chance for me to share those thoughts as well as make a little video out of it. So today's story from the Thoughts from a Van is all about what I do to create the routes and the trails that I want to take my customers on. And so what I'm doing today is I'm wrecking this route, this trail, which I'm hoping is going to be a fantastic route and a hiking trail for my customers to go on. I have used an ordnance survey map and drawn up the route that I think would be good, and then I'm going to go out there right now and actually hike that route to see what it's like. There's several routes and trails in the vicinity of where I'm hiking, and I know it quite well, not very well, but pretty well. But there is other trails leading off of the route I've drawn, and the route may change once I'm there. I may decide, okay, I'm reading the map, I'm looking at it this way, I'm thinking that's a nice area to go through, so it could change. So wrecking a hiking trail is important for me, and sometimes I go out and do it once and I love it. Other times I'll go out and do it multiple times just to make amends and change it to what I think would be a brilliant hiking trail route. So it's important that I research it beforehand. It's important that I look at the map and draw it out beforehand, and it's important to read the map properly when drawing it out in the office, just to make sure that it's easy to maneuver for my customers and navigate, because some trails can be drawn up and they can be brutal. There could be big hills, there could be river crossings, there could be various things that I like to do which might not be ideal for my customers, and so that's quite important to tailor what I'm doing for the level of hikers that will be going out with me. And you may or you may not know, a lot of my clientele are either beginner hikers or intermediate hikers, and so it has to be tailored to their liking. is in the countryside. There is plenty of hills and there is plenty of valleys as well. And when I'm wrecking my routes, I want to make sure, or even before going out and wrecking them, I want to make sure that I have plenty of points of interest on the route. So it could be lovely viewpoints, it could be a waterside, it could be some historical value of some kind along the way. It could just be a beautiful woodland or forest hike. It could be plenty of stuff going on in different areas, and it could be all of these put together. But the important thing is that whatever it is, it's got to be able to offer a good experience for my clientele. It's got to offer the option of either beginner or intermediate being able to come onto this hike. So it's got to be capable for them to be able to navigate, and it has to be capable of them to navigate within a certain time period as well. So if we start at a certain time and anything were to happen along the trail, you know, a sprained ankle, somebody's not feeling well, or whatever it is, then we can navigate back to base in quite a short period of time, meaning we're not that far from our base camp in order to get back if somebody is not well or needs emergency services beyond how I can help them out on the trail. So it's important that I capture not only my imagination of what I see on the map, because that's important, because when I'm out there, yes, I can change the map, I can change the trail route, but it makes it longer and a little bit more complicated. But that's the whole reason of wrecking it, in order to give my clientele the best experience possible. So this hike, as mentioned, is between 6 and 7 miles. It should take me about, you know, start, stop, make sure, looking at the map, it's okay, things, yep, this is what I want to do, or would I rather go that way, a little detour of half a mile, whatever it is. It should take me around about 4.5 hours, maybe 5 hours, just so I have it. It is my first time doing it. I know the area pretty well, not too well, so I would say up to 5 hours, just so I have nailed the route that I want to do with my clients. Yeah, so that's what this little adventure is about. Going out, wrecking this fantastic 6-7 mile route, which I think is fantastic based on how I've mapped it out, and I'm hoping that the route I've mapped out will be the route I'm going to take my customers on, and I don't have to make too many changes, because I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good on the map. But we'll go out and have a look and see what it's like. One final thought. If you're watching this video and you'd like to join me on a hiking trip, or you know anybody else who may want to join me on a hiking trip, then please forward them this video. Alternatively, please forward them my website, which is shamirshah.com, which you see down below. It's shamirshah.com. Go over to guided hiking and camping trips, and you will see my different hikes and hiking and camping multi-day trips there. I take people out throughout the year, and I have scheduled dates which you can have a look at. I also do bespoke private groups or couples or individual hiking trips. Just send me an email or contact me, and I can get back to you on that. So have a great day, have a great weekend, have a great week. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as it truly helps my channel. And have a look at the website. website, and if you'd like to join me, go ahead and book your spot on one of my hiking trails, one of my adventure trips. Alternatively, forward it to somebody else who might want to join me